How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Whiskey. Today we are at Freeman's. This is a liquor, a grocery, and furniture store all in one, and they also have fireworks. One-stop shop. Thanksgiving's in a couple of days. We're out and about, seeing if we can get any goodies, or maybe find a nice bottle that we can bring to Thanksgiving. Let's go do it. All right, y'all, so we're about to show you the whiskey selection here at Freeman's. This is a pre-Thanksgiving bourbon hunt, okay? We're gonna see if we have something good to bring to the Thanksgiving lunch, maybe share with the family. So we got a couple spots to go to, but let's get started. Prices, by the way, are fantastic. Here we go. Sazerac, a handle, big handle Sazerac rye, $41.99. Normally I'm seeing that for like $44 at the lowest. That's super low. Elijah Craig Toasted you got for $43.79. Traveler whiskey, if those of you are interested. These are pretty cool though. The Jack Daniel's single barrel proof, the standard Tennessee whiskey. You normally can't find them in this size, the 375s, but they have them here for $31.29. Like as gifts, it's a good gift giving bottle right there. So Christmas is right around the corner. Dude, Christmas is in a month. That's crazy. Wilderness Trail, you have the bourbon whiskey, the bottle and the bond, and the rye, all for the same price at $42.39. And I'm pretty sure normally you're gonna see it, definitely the rye, because that's one that I like the most if I had to recommend one out of these three. I'm normally seeing like 50 to 55 bucks on this. $42 is crazy low. And look, I'm gonna stop saying it, so I stop repeating myself, but you'll kind of notice that's kind of the theme here. Everything is a great price. Look, I almost passed this up. Good old times, American light whiskey, finished in Oloroso Sherry, Cognac, and Armagnac, $95. I love light whiskey, and it 130 proof. I love American light whiskey normally because they're really high proof, 130. Normally they're really light in color, but if you can tell on camera here, it's probably the finishes like the Armagnac and whatnot that gives it that dark color. Are you a fan of good old times or good times? Let me know in the comments. $52.99 for some Maker's Mark Cash Strength 46. I'm a huge Maker's fan, so these bottles are right up my alley. If you're gonna ask me, hey, should I buy this ever? Yeah, I love these. I have them all the time. Dude, we gotta talk about this. By the way, fantastic price, $79.99. I think normally it's about $89. I've seen some stores have it for $120. But Elion Jimenez is actually a rum. Karl Malone, ex-NBA basketball player, started this company. The reason I'm telling you about it, even though we're a bourbon and whiskey page, is because I like cigars, okay? I don't love cigars, but I like cigars. I have them every now and then. I can now only have a cigar if I have this to pair it with. It is so good. It's better than any bourbon, any rye that you can have. Don't sleep on this. But I know it's a rum, so I know some people are probably gonna pass it up. If you're a whiskey, rye, or a bourbon and a rye drinker, I think you really like that. Normally $55.99, but $50.39 for the JT Mellick High Proof 118. Be on the lookout. Like, I know not every state gets JT Mellick distributed to them. Check out Bourbon Outfitter online too. I know sometimes they restock this stuff. It's damn good. I would compare the high proof to like Weller Full Proof maybe. It's 118 versus I think Weller Full Proof's 114 or 115. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they're similar in taste. They're both sweet. This is 100% rice whiskey though, but it tastes more like a bourbon than you would think a rice whiskey would. It's a weird one. JT Mellick's good though. Chris and I were just looking at this. Anybody know anything about the Sneakerhead blend? Chris, you used to be a sneakerhead, dog. I think Chris would have bought one of these way back if he was still in the sneakers, but for $88, do you guys know anything about this bottle? It's pretty cheap for Sir Davis, $71.59. I paid $89.99 from Total Wine. So $71.59 for Sir Davis. If you're looking, they got it. $63.39. Chris, we normally see this for like 70 bucks, huh?
Yeah, around 70.
Around 70 bucks. So still also red corn. If I had one to recommend, especially if you're getting into, check out the red corn, check out the blue corn. Still also making some fantastic Texas whiskey. We'll play a little guessing game. How much? I'll let you guess. If you're watching the video, go ahead. Yep. $30.99. So $31 for Bowman Brothers Small Batch. This is a fantastic bottle. It's a good starter. A lot of times people ask me, what do you recommend to start with? I'll give you a bunch of brands. This one I feel like I don't really recommend enough, and I should. Bowman Brothers is fantastic, especially at 30 bucks. 1792 Full Proof for $40. $40 for a bottle of 1792 Full Proof. The cheapest I've ever seen was $44. Look at that Buffalo Trace price. $20.69. That's beating Costco price. Costco, the cheapest I've ever seen there was $22. Limit 3 per person, but still 20 bucks, I would stack up. Up top here, just some really cool stuff that they've had throughout the years from the store. The old Jack Daniel's single barrel, Kentucky's finest charcoal filter bourbon. And it even has a store on it, Freeman's New Iberia, some old Jack Daniel's boxes, Jack Daniel's decanter right there. wild turkey box, another wild turkey box. Just really cool, like kind of historic items that they've had from the store. They've been open since 1941, the owner told me. All right, so we were just right here showing you the liquor. Right here's the furniture store. Let's go show you what that looks like. Connected to the grocery store, you enter just a massive showroom full of furniture. All right, next stop, we are down in New Iberia still on this pre-Thanksgiving bourbon hunting adventure. We're at Bilo Supermarket. This was kind of close to Freeman's. Dude, that was a little sleeper store. Let's see what we can find in here. We'll see you inside. All right, y'all, so we're at Bilo here. Just want to show you a few things real quick. Not the biggest selection in the world, but I'll show you what we got. Bourbon Inspire, $39.99 for the Oak and Eden. Right next to you have an uncut unfiltered for $63.99. Smoke Wagon and EU fans. $53.99 for JT Mellick. High proof small batch. Down here, also made in New Iberia. You got some cages cut. This is barrel 109, $46.99. And then right next to it, some T Moon, which is basically like whiskey and rum if they had a baby. That's what that tastes like, but $29.99 for that as well. And that's the 100 proof. They went from 80 proof to 100 proof. You got some Buffalo Trace. Another great price on Buffalo Trace, $23.99 for that as well. Let me show you what I like to call whiskey jail. Come check this out. You got the Corazon Sazerac Rye expression back there. I don't see the price tag on it, but look, this is why I call it whiskey jail. See all these back here? They're collecting dust. Look at that. Some Peerless Rye, $75.99. Penelope Toasted, $63.99. Jefferson's Ocean. You got some 1792 bottled in bond. Kentucky Spirit, a CNE, not bad, $64.99 on that. And Rare Breed, $49.99. So that's the selection here at Bilo. We'll see you at the next one. All right, y'all, we're at Champagne's Carencro, one of my favorite stores, period, in or around Lafayette. Let's go inside. All right, guys, so we're gonna show you a little bit of the shelves back here too. But the reason, part of the reason that we're here today, I love coming to see Mr. Brandon, store manager. Him and I always have good conversations together when it comes to bourbon, whiskey, store picks. But I wanted to enter the allocation event, okay? They have an allocation event, the store's very first. You have to buy one of the picks, okay? Here's what's available. Some Parker's 14, Russell's 13, Russell's 15. Let's keep going down. Birthday Bourbon, you got some Rock Hill Farms, Elmer T. Lee, George T. Stagg, Booker's Little Book Heaven. Plenty, and that's only a little bit of the selection. I think they're gonna have even more allocateds, but this Pinhook just hit the shelf. It's a 5-year. Don't know much about it yet. Brandon, I think, somewhere in the back. Hopefully I can ask him what he thinks of this. I've had every single one of the other picks though. All amazing, incredible. And one that I always regretted not buying, but I'm here today. This is gonna get me into the event. I'm gonna buy the Woodford Double Oak pick. I am a huge sucker for Woodford Double Oak picks in particular. How to enter this event? You buy one of their store picks, okay? The Good Old Times, so this is an Amberana Honey finish right here. This is the Good Old Times. That pick, one of those bottles gets you 3 tickets. The High West, one of those bottles gets you 3 tickets. The Pinhook and the Still Austin. Still Austin is damn good, his pick. Those each get you 1 ticket. And then the Woodford Reserve and Double Oaked and Angel's Envy are gonna get you 2. So I'm already got 2 entries in. Basically what happens, I'm gonna buy it. I think I bring my receipt to customer service. We swap out tickets. And then on the day of the event, that's whenever you can come for the allocation event. Let's show you the shelves. All right, December 20th, by the way, is that event. Let's show you some of the stuff on the shelf. I know, look, if you haven't seen already, go check out some of my Champagne's videos. We've done a couple here. I'll put them in the description as well. So if you want to come back and see the full selection, but I want to talk about some of the things that they got right now that I think are pretty interesting. Starting off some Bowman Brothers small batch for $34. That's a fantastic price. Freeman's did have a very good price at $30, but it's a little bit out of the way. So if you're in the Lafayette area, you can't make it all the way up to Freeman's. This is another great spot, man. Make this a go-to spot. I promise you, it'll help you out in the long run. They're amazing here. They do good picks. Right here, look, JT Mellick, 6-year. If I wasn't coming today to enter the raffle, I'd be grabbing a backup of that. But $85.99 MSRP on that bottle. Do not go to Total Wine. Total Wine's charging you $100. 6-year-old, $85.99. That is one of my favorite whiskeys this year. And then this is another one too, a big sleeper. The Whiskey Tree, the Weeded. I talked about this when we went to Baton Rouge. Chris, you were there as well. The Whiskey Tree comes from 7-3 Distilling, who makes Bywater right here, Louisiana brand. That bottle of Weeded, it's probably one that's really gonna impress people when they try it. Coming in at 100 proof Weeded bourbon. It's up there with some of the Weller products. It's fantastic bottle. $78.99, a little bit on the higher side, but it is worth that price. Huge fan. Again, he always got the good stuff. Still some blue corn. This is actually last year's blue corn for $74.99. Not seeing this year's yet, but he does have the 5-year red corn. So be on the lookout because that one is coming soon. And up top over there, if you can see way up there, the Peerless, can you see that on the camera? The Peerless High Rye. and the Peerless Double Oaked Rye as well. So in the last video that we did, I don't know if it's the last one, but when we went to Baton Rouge, I got the Peerless Toasted. I've never seen one before. And I thought in the video, I was like, this might've won Bourbon of the Year. I can't remember. It was actually the Peerless High Rye that won the Bourbon of the Year this year. So pretty cool. Look, the 2016s are hidden. Evan William 2016, the single barrels, $39.99. Right on top up here, we got some Green River Full Proof for $56.99. The wheated and the rye, man, look, if you've been passing on those, I highly recommend you buy them. We got some 1792 Full Proof 47, bought on a bond for $40 as well. We'll talk prices real quick. So $52.99 for the Pinhook 5-year, $112.99 for the Good Times. Now, this is like a whiskey finished with Amburana and Hawaiian honey. So kind of like the Penelope Rio. If you're after that, they got this here. High West, and this is finished in, let's see. Oh, it's not a finished one, actually. It just says a blend of straight whiskeys. I did get to try this, and I remember when I got to try it, it reminds me, Chris, you know those gummies, like it's orange slices and they like got a little sugar on them?
Sugar gummies?
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's what that tastes like. It was wild. And then we got you saw the Woodford Double Oak back there. And then the Still Austin pick is $69.99. So those are the picks here. Some of the shelf, look, you could see, show them the whole shelf back here. If you want to see the full selection, make sure you check out one of my other videos that we've done at Champagne's. It's the ultimate store. I'll put the links in the description. Let's grab our bottles. All right, y'all, so we're just finished up at Champagne's in Carencro. I'm gonna go home with the Woodford Double Oak. I think this is a perfect Thanksgiving bottle to bring to the family. Let everybody try this week. First of all, just want to say thank you to everyone that always watches. I'm very thankful for you. Thankful that my family's in good health, that we're living good out here. I appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you subscribe. And I got my 2 tickets for the Allocation event, December 20th. The last day to buy a store pick to enter the event is December 19th. So the day before the event, I'll be out here. I think it'll be a fun time. We're gonna film the event, do some fun stuff. I'm gonna bring these 2 tickets. I have a feeling there are gonna be some winners here too. So let me know, what are you drinking for Thanksgiving? Are you excited to introduce some of your family members to some good whiskey or what? Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you check out the Patreon and the other links below. I'll put them all in the description. I know I was talking about posting one of the old Champagne's videos in the description, so I'll add that there as well. Thank you guys so much for supporting. We'll see you in the next one.